In a world of ancient legends and divine power, there lived a man whose strength was unmatched. This is the story of Samson, a hero chosen by God, whose incredible might and tragic fall would echo through the ages. Our tale begins in a time of turmoil for the Israelites. For 40 long years, they had suffered under the oppressive rule of the Philistines. But hope was on the horizon. An angel appeared to a barren woman, promising her a son who would begin to deliver Israel from their enemies. This child was Samson, born with a sacred calling. From birth, he was set apart as a Nazirite, dedicated to God. His long, uncut hair was a symbol of his vow and the source of his superhuman strength. As Samson grew, so did his reputation. Tales of his incredible feats spread far and wide. With his bare hands, he tore a lion apart as if it were a young goat. He single-handedly defeated 1,000 Philistine soldiers using only the jawbone of a donkey. But Samson's strength was matched only by his weakness for beautiful women. And it was this weakness that would ultimately lead to his downfall. Enter Delilah, a captivating Philistine woman who caught Samson's eye. Bribed by the Philistine leaders, she set out to discover the secret of Samson's strength. 3 times she asked, and 3 times Samson lied. But Delilah's persistence wore him down, and in a moment of vulnerability, he revealed the truth. His strength lay in his uncut hair. That night, as Samson slept, Delilah called for a man to shave off his 7 locks. With each snip of the scissors, Samson's power drained away. When he awoke, he was as weak as any other man. The Philistines seized him, gouged out his eyes, and threw him in prison. They thought they had won, that the mighty Samson was defeated. But they underestimated the power of redemption. In his darkness and chains, Samson turned back to God. His hair began to grow, and with it, his strength returned. The Philistines, in their arrogance, brought him out to entertain them during a great feast. Little did they know, they were sealing their own fate. Positioned between 2 central pillars of the temple, Samson prayed one last time. With all his might, he pushed against the pillars, bringing the entire structure crashing down. In his death, Samson killed more enemies than he had in his entire life. The story of Samson is one of incredible strength and human frailty. It reminds us that even the mightiest can fall, but also that redemption is always possible. Samson's life was a roller coaster of triumph and tragedy, a cautionary tale of the dangers of pride and the power of faith. His legacy lives on, not just as a testament to physical strength, but as a reminder of the strength that comes from staying true to one's calling. Samson's story teaches us that our greatest power often lies not in our muscles, but in our commitment to something greater than ourselves. As we reflect on Samson's journey, we're reminded of our own struggles with temptation and the consequences of our choices. But we're also inspired by the possibility of second chances, of finding strength even in our darkest moments. The tale of Samson continues to captivate us thousands of years later. It's a story of a flawed hero, a man of extraordinary gifts who struggled with ordinary human weaknesses. It's a narrative that resonates with our own experiences of triumph and failure, of strength and vulnerability. In the end, Samson's story is not just about physical might, but about the power of faith and the potential for redemption. It challenges us to consider our own sources of strength and how we use the gifts we've been given. As we close this chapter of biblical history, let's carry with us the lessons of Samson's life. May we be mindful of our strengths and weaknesses, stay true to our calling, and always remember that even in our darkest hours, there's hope for renewal and redemption. The story of Samson reminds us that we all have the potential for greatness, but also the capacity for failure. It's in how we respond to our failures that our true character is revealed. Like Samson, may we find the strength to rise again, even when we've fallen, and use our gifts for a purpose greater than ourselves. And so, the legend of Samson lives on, a timeless tale of strength, weakness, and ultimate redemption. It continues to inspire and challenge us, reminding us of the extraordinary potential that lies within each of us, waiting to be unleashed for a higher purpose.